What's up, fam? My name is Macro, and I am back again, finally. I know it's been a long time, maybe like a month or two, but I finally upgraded my computer. I put a solid state drive into it, and then I upgraded the RAM too, so everything should be working smooth now. Like, it gave me so many issues. It's a 2011 MacBook Pro, so finally I went from hard drive to solid state. So yeah, so you guys have left in the comments saying that I should do a tutorial based off of Gladez. So today we're gonna be making something that sounds similar to Gladez track Shinobi. As you can tell, it sounds like he uses a lot of distortion to make the basses and stuff. So in order to do that, we're going to be using a plugin called Isotope Trash 2. And if you don't have that, it's okay. I'm going to show you guys that you can do it with Ableton's saturator plugins too, so like stock effects. Before we start, I just want to say thank you all, because like we're almost at 800 subscribers. That's really crazy to me. You guys message me on Instagram, I put polls, and then you guys like are always hitting me up. So thank you guys, I love you so much. As always, I'm gonna have downloads for the project file and other stuff within the links in my bio. So if this helps you, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and you leave a comment saying what you want to see next time. Hopefully with this upgrade on my computer, now I can like bust out more videos. So I hope to bring you guys a ton of new shit. So without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial. So this is what I was able to make. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not exactly the same, but like the purpose of this tutorial is to show you guys like what you can do with just like samples, more specifically like sub bass samples, or even if you have like a serum patch and it's just like a sub, you can resample it or like bounce it out, and then you can use distortion plugins to like manipulate and make it sound crazy. For like my structure and setup, I just, as I always do, I put up the reference track, and I just found these kicks. I think BR is Bad Royale from Splice, and then for the snare I used Graves Snare Riley, and then for any of my sub samples I usually use Tisoki's from, I think it's his sound, like his sample pack #1 from Splice, but there's a lot of like sub samples in there. So what I basically did was just line it up, and then I chopped and cut it. So we're gonna go through the basses first. So on the bass group, I just have compressors doing the side chaining, and then reverb on it, and I'm manipulating it so that way I have reverb throws going off towards the end and stuff. So all you got to do is just click right here on the dry wet knob, and it'll pop up right here, and you just click the little plus, and then it'll bring it down so that way you can automate the lane for it. So the first one right here, so with this one I just loaded it, and then I put on Isotope Trash 2, another saturator after it. There's a OTT4 band that I was able to replicate off of, what was his name, STEFAN's tutorial on how to do like a 4-band OTT, and I'll link that too so that way you guys can watch it. It's really helpful. And then I just EQ'd some of the frequencies out, and I did some mid-side EQ here too. And then I put on an auto pan so that way I can make the sub like flutter, kind of like what he does in the track. And I'll show you guys how to do that. But first I'll show you guys what I did with Trash. So Trash is just a distortion unit, and it's really cool. Like, you can add a ton of shit to it. So what I did was, I think I just went to the presets. I don't remember which one it was. It might have been ringer distortion because it's already set to that. And I think I switched it to Nasty Boy on stage 1 within the heavy section. And then I played around with these bands right here. So when I play it and I manipulate it, you'll be able to hear like how it's changing. I think I had it like that. But yeah, you can do that, and then you can mix like the dry and wet knob, so that way you can add as much as you want to it. I think it was somewhere right there. But one other cool thing you can do if you don't want to use like the presets, I think it's this right here, Convolve, and you can add different tones to it. So this one I think just came with the preset. It's just in the tone it's scissors, but you can do like animal stuff too on it. It's like animal tones, and it's like really weird. But yeah, I found out about that through watching one of Company's videos. I think it was scissors. Yeah, but that's all I did. I just loaded in Trash, and it's just like a lot of fun to like mess around with and then experiment with like the way Trash is messing with the sounds, and you can come up with like really cool stuff. So I'll turn off Saturator, the OTT band, and all these EQs and stuff. So we throw on Saturator. So it's adding a lot to it. So I'll show you guys too how you can just add like 2 or 3 saturators onto like a sound with, you know, without using isotope Trash, and you just use saturators for like, you know, the built-in Ableton effects, and you can get really cool sounds too. So with this one, I just brought the drive up a bit, put it on DC, switched it to hard curve, and then I brought the bass up, messed with the frequency a little bit, but I don't think it did too much, and soft clip and dry wet up. It's right there. But there's a big difference like when you put DC and DC off. So we'll put DC back on. I like that, so like I just kept it that way. And then OTT 4 band. And if you watch the video with REID STEFAN, you'll see like how you set up the macros on here, so that way you can manipulate the different like sub, low, highs, and then high mids, and then the other highs gain. And after that I had a EQ8 on it, and then I started cutting. So I took the lows out at 169 and then did these cuts here too, because these were like some harsh frequencies, and I should actually do that a little bit more right there, and then cut off the high end, and then another EQ after that with mid side. So cut the lows again in the mids, boosted it a little bit, and cut down here at 1.78. And then for the sides, cut it a lot. So the sides is only shooting around this area. So 3.52, and then cut it again at 16 kilohertz. And then after that, I put on auto pan. So like I chopped up the sub sample, as you can see like right here how it's cutting like that. And I wanted it to cut a little bit more, have more rhythm, so then I put on the auto pan, and it's only turning on when I want it to. So if you click on here and then go to your automation, then you can click the plus button here, and then it'll bring it down for device on and off. So right here, this is where it's going to turn off, and then this is where it's going to turn on. Hear that? And then right here, I put sync rate. So basically what you do is you just switch from hertz to this little like note icon, and then you bring the phase to 360, and then you can mess with the amount. So if you want it to really, really cut, then you would have it at 100%. But if you want like a little bit of it, you just bring the amount down. And then you click on rate right here. And then when you hit this automation panel right here, then you do the same thing like what you did with device on, and then you can draw in like what you want, and then you would bring it like up and down like this. After you like select your area, like make a box for it, then you can manipulate it. So right here, like you'll see like how this turns on and off if you're watching this like effects panel. So that's all I did for that. So if I take the EQs off, you can hear like the low end. So I just took those off. That's all it was. And then I made 2 more duplicates. This is for the sides, so one's going a little bit left, one's going a little bit right. So it's the same thing. All I did was just change it in iZotope, and I added a kick tight. So this is a cool preset that's just in Ableton. I think it's through Corpus, I think. Like if I type in kick tight, hopefully my computer doesn't like freeze or anything.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
All right, so Ableton crashed, so I had to reopen it. So let's go back down to the sides. So I'm not going to search anything anymore on the taskbar, but if you type in kick tight up here and then you go to like all results, then you'll see it. And all you got to do is just tune it right here to like whatever key it is that you're working in. And pretty much I just did the same thing, used auto pan, mid-side EQ, saturator, iZotope trash at the beginning. So this is what this one sounds like on its own. So that's without trash. This is with trash. It's funny because it's like wet. It's like a wet fart. It's like blah, 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 blah. Preset, I guess I put on Tone Monster for that one. And then whenever you load in a preset, always try to manipulate it here. See if you can like find something cool. And then you can mess with it down here too. But yeah, that's all I did. It's basically just going through like presets of trash. Saturator, like same thing. So it's adding like the high to it for like the sides. The same kind of cuts, you know, same technique. For this layer, same thing again. And of course using like the auto pan also, just like I did on the other tracks. Just underneath it all, just put the sub. Of course you're not going to hear it if you're listening through a phone, but with the sub it's just, I'm going to cut off like everything for the high end and all that, and then it's going to have sidechain. And then I put a washout on there so that way I could like cut it when it's like rising up and stuff. And then for this one I just did a EQ, and then this audio effect rack is going with the compressor. Sorry, no, it's just going with the gain. So but yeah, this I got from, it was like a future bass sub bass template that I took from, I think one of Cymatic's, what is it, like one of Cymatic's future bass projects. They have a lot of free projects on their website, so if you guys like ever want to download project files, like I would suggest downloading theirs that are free, and then you can make your own groups and then you can use them, and it helps your workflow. Like you become a lot faster because you have a group ready to go if you want to use it on like a kick, on a snare, on a specific kind of bass, like a high kind of bass for like your super saws, and then like a mid kind of bass for your super saws, stuff like that. Kick and snare right here. Yeah, so these are all from, the snares are from Graves pack. This like snare in between's called Hash Pipe. The main snare is called Riley, and then Bad Royale's kick is kick number 8. This part right here, I just took this from the actual track. It's like a little high portion from his drop. It's like got, but it's like this high, like It kind of reminded me of like the bed squeak from a lot of Jersey Club, where it's like so I just took that and then I just cut it and I put it in. I did the same thing, but I pushed it instead of left to the right. I put them together, but I'm just doing EQ work on it, so that way it's just coming out with the highs and everything, so it's layered well with like the others. So like for like using saturation, if you're gonna do it without isotope, oh god, what am I doing? So we've got saturator, right? So you can duplicate it.
Five minutes later.
So if you're gonna use saturators within Ableton and it's not like Isotope Trash 2 or a different plugin, if you load multiple saturators and then you gotta take DC off for them, then you can start getting really cool sounds. So we'll do with just one for right now with like the OTT and stuff on. And then like we can switch between. Cool. Put another one. Fuck it. Let's do it. So let's see how that one sounds rather than this one. See, so you still get like a somewhat similar result. So this one with the layers. Let's see, what if we switch it back? Maybe we can do this. I think that's pretty much it. Like, you can use Trash 2 or other distortion plugins. You just can use like Saturator and like built-in Ableton effects, and you can get similar results. Again, like this was just to show you guys that you can use distortion plugins to create like really cool sounds just by using them on top of like sub and low end frequencies or samples, and you can make real cool stuff, kind of like what Gladez does. And like his style is somewhat similar to like Heckler, so like if you're going for like a Heckler kind of vibe or you're inspired by him, like you can do stuff kind of like that. So other than that, like I'm so happy that I was able to make another video again, because like I want to be able to give you guys the best that I can. So thank you so much for watching. If you watched till the end, make sure that you like the video. If you learned something, leave a comment too with things that you want to see for future videos. I'm going to try to work on a mid-side EQ tutorial to help you guys with like layering dubstep basses, so that way you can make some crazy shit, maybe like Calcium, some other stuff. Like you can comment whatever you like and I'll do my best to make something similar to that or help teach you guys something new. You can follow me on my Instagram page. It's going to be MKROOFFICIal. You guys can always send me messages there and I will respond as quick as I can back to you guys. And I just want to say, like, thank you guys so much for all the support and like following me on social media platforms and stuff. I'm just happy that I can help you guys, and it's a lot of fun making these videos. Like, I kind of forgot how much fun it is to do this, so I'm gonna try and do my best to make more of them as quick as I can for you guys. One more thing before I go, I was thinking about starting a Discord server. So I've never done that before. If you guys think it's a good idea, kind of like, I don't know, help me come up with a Discord server name. I don't really know like what to call you guys, like macros mods, like I don't know, like fam. I always say like what's up fam at the beginning, so I don't know. If you guys have ideas, like let me know. But other than that, thank you guys for watching so much. Make sure you leave a like and comment on it as usual, and I'm gonna have all of the links to the downloads within my bio. So check those out if you guys want, and check out REID STEFAN's 4-band OTT tutorial too, because that helped me a lot. It works so well on so many sounds. So thank you guys so much. Peace out. See you in the next video. Bye.